I'm trying not to lose my voice, but like I think it's gonna happen pretty soon. So after today's video, I'm probably gonna lose my voice because I'm probably gonna be screaming a lot. Summer, for some reason, SC gets sick. It's another Snnc after I give you guys a straight week, I think even over a week of just straight Mario Kart World, which was really fun because there's so many YouTube videos I want to make, but I just have like no time to do it. And Nintendo is always doing something new, so I feel like I have no time to ever talk about anything. It's another Snnc, of course, where I update you on everything that you need to know about Nintendo news potentially. And let's start off with Pokemon. We have a tweet here from Pokemon_co.jp on Twitter. It says here, the viewing page for Pokemon Presents will open on Tuesday, July 22nd from 9 p.m. on the same day. It's actually 6 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. EST if you're in the United States. I'm reading this off of their tweet, of course. It says, it looks like Pikachu is preparing something. Stay tuned for more updates. And when I saw this, I was like, it looks like they're making a like a rhythm game potentially for Pokemon. Like that's the you know, rumor or like idea that people have been throwing around, because like it looks like there's like 2 turntables, and it looks like we potentially be getting, you know, a Pokemon rhythm game announced, which I think would be very cool actually. Like I like it when Pokemon, you know, experiments with their spin-off games. All right, you know, when it comes to mainline, they slack, but when it comes to those spin-offs, that's where they really get a lot of creative ideas. So honestly, this could be pretty interesting, and I honestly can't wait for the Pokemon Presents. Of course, there will be a reaction video next week, my boys. Oh my gosh, this is basically the year of Donkey Kong. You know how we had the year Luigi all the way back during the WiiWare? What was that, like 2013 or something? I remember when I got off of work, actually, I saw a I was trolling on Twitter, and it was 5 minutes, and I saw when it dropped, apparently Universal, apparently they're making a Donkey Kong movie. Like, we already got the Mario Brothers movie, right? We're getting another Mario Brothers movie. We're getting that Legend of Zelda movie. And the reason that we know this actually is because Universal Pictures actually filed a copyright for a untitled Donkey Kong movie. We're getting a Donkey Kong movie. Like, is this not hype? We're getting all these. Yo, Nintendo's going in hard with these movies, and I don't know what's gonna be next. We actually have some more Donkey Kong topics to talk about, so we're actually gonna move on to something else with DK. I know the game's coming out in 2 days actually, which is crazy. I need to go pick that up, and I also need to get that amiibo too. I'm gonna get that amiibo. I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna show you guys. All right, there'll be a video on the channel. Important piece of information that they did confirm was that everybody knew that the Odyssey team was working on Donkey Kong Bonanza, but they officially confirmed it that the Odyssey team is working on Donkey Kong Bonanza. And everybody's like, yeah, fork found in the kitchen. Like, no duh, we can tell. I mean, even I've been saying it too. Like, literally, this is Odyssey 2. So, you know, it was pretty interesting for them to just be like, yeah, we basically asked the Odyssey team to make a Donkey Kong game. And apparently it was also supposed to come out on the Nintendo Switch 1 instead of the Nintendo Switch 2, which also happened with Mario Kart World. Like, Mario Kart World was supposed to be a brand new title for the first Nintendo Switch instead of the Nintendo Switch 2, but they decided to, I guess, push it off and wait until the Nintendo Switch 2, which I'm kind of grateful for, you know? I don't really know how long I personally want to make this segment, but there were a couple of websites seized by the FBI. These were websites that were actually, you know, places that were holding a bunch of emulators, or not emulators, they weren't holding emulators. They're holding a bunch of ROMs for, I believe, Nintendo Switch games. It's kind of crazy, like, just to see this, like, actually happening. A lot, I don't know if it's actually true or not, or if it's confirmed, but apparently the FBI is taking down emulators, they're taking down ROMs, and a couple of these, you know, were relating to Nintendo. It even, like, there's even this image here, and it's like, you know, this domain has been seized. You know, normally when we see these kinds of things happening, it's like Nintendo taking them down, but like now the federal government's getting involved, and it's like, wow, yikes, all over, you know, video games is really crazy. Like the fact that you know, that these really got taken down, it's wild. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more research and look into it a little bit more. The more I'm really like trying to figure stuff out, it's just like, I'd rather talk about this topic for a little bit, and then we could just move on, because your boy SC is not trying to get caught right now. The Nintendo Kawaii. Super Cafe, what are you talking about? You sound like an absolute degenerate. The Nintendo Kawaii? What are you talking about? I have a tweet here from retro_dodo. It says here, the Nintendo Kawaii has finally been finished and released open source to the world. This is a Nintendo Wii, a Wii the size of a Game Boy cartridge. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, there have been a plenty. If you're in the modding scene, if you're somebody who likes to, maybe shell swap controllers, disassemble and reassemble stuff, such as myself, you'd be like, you've seen this stuff before. Portable Game Boys, portable Wiis, but portable Wiis are very popular because you can like trim out so much of the motherboard for a Wii to where you can just make it like basically a handheld system, and it run normally. But the fact that people have gotten so far with Wii modding to the point where it's the size of a Game Boy cartridge is absolutely crazy. And it even supports GameCube controller support as well, with a different accessory that you can attach to the Nintendo Kawaii. Of course, this is not something that you can buy. It is like it's like a project thing. So they'll probably like have a list of all the resources and stuff if you do want to make it. I'm probably gonna look into it a little bit more. I don't think I have the mechanical or technical prowess to actually perform it myself, especially doing surgery on a goddamn grape, when that was happening back in the day. Oh my gosh, I didn't talk about this really quickly and nerd out, because like a Nintendo Wii that has been heavily modified to be that size it's crazy, dude. It sounds fake at this point. It seems like Nintendo's getting rid of a lot of features that people actually like for some reason, and making people pay more money for stuff, which obviously makes more sense because they're a billion-dollar company. But if you're somebody who actually like to use game vouchers, they are no longer going to be selling them anymore. Game vouchers, if you guys did not know, allowed you to basically get 2 Nintendo Switch games that were like priced at full price for the full $60 for $100, so basically $50 each. You're saving yourself $20 to get 2 full-price Nintendo Switch games. I have a tweet here from Nintendo of Europe because I think they posted about it first, so that's the one that I have saved on here. And it says here, after January 30th, 2026, hashtag Nintendo Switch game vouchers will no longer be sold. Any game vouchers bought will remain valid for 12 months after the purchase. Switch titles will continue to be added to the game voucher catalog throughout 2026. People, of course, did not like this. We already know that Nintendo got rid of gold points. They're now getting rid of game vouchers. It seems like Nintendo, they also got rid of, they also got rid of the old game sharing method that you could do previously for the first Nintendo Switch, and we got that in version 20.0.0 if I'm not mistaken. Nintendo getting rid of more features that actually helps and benefits the consumer. Why do you do this, Nintendo? First you did it with Mario Kart World when you got rid of that, when you got rid of the random matchmaking, and now you're doing this. Nintendo's getting rid of a lot of stuff that people actually like. I don't really know what to say. It's Nintendo literally just being like, oh, you like saving money? Yeah, you should probably stop that right now. So remember, when the Nintendo Switch 2 came out? I remember it like it was just last month, June 5th. And GameStop was selling their Nintendo Switches, and then they stapled them. They stapled the receipt to the front and punctured screens. You guys remember that? That was kind of funny. Okay, I'm not here to clown on people. It's relevant to what I'm talking about, I swear. I have a tweet here from Nintendo Everything. It says here, GameStop auctioning off the Nintendo Switch 2 system damaged by stapler with fixed screen, staple, and certificate of authenticity included. I had to see this, right? I was like, there is no way that they're actually selling this off. And I thought about it to myself too. I was like, I would low-key buy that. Like, I remember thinking to myself when it happened, like, that would be some like nice memorabilia because it was all over the internet. And then when Nintendo Switch 2s actually got restocked at GameStop, they made a ad promotion talking about like no more staplers on the front. They had a whole ad for it, so I was like, I kind of want one. And I guess the one that came from like a big main story is getting sold off. So I went to go check eBay, and I'm pretty sure all of this is getting this is getting auctioned, and I think it's getting sold. I don't know if it's getting sold for charity or not. I have no clue. But I'm looking at it right now on eBay, and bro, it says here, GameStop Staplegate. Oh, it is a charity auction actually. Okay, it is a charity auction, and it's actually from GameStop themselves. You can actually go see this on eBay. They are selling the Nintendo Switch 2 with, the Mario Kart World bundle, the stapler, the receipt, the authenticity certification. It is selling for $250,000. This is a $250,000 Nintendo Switch 2, and there were 280 bids. You do not know how crazy this is. You know what? It looks like a good deal to me. You get free shipping. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It was too funny. It was too funny. But yeah, this is officially going to be, you know, the most expensive Nintendo Switch ever. I'm kind of surprised that Nintendo actually didn't take it down. Nintendo doesn't really care if you're like doing it for like a charity or an auction. Nintendo will still strike you down out of nowhere. But it actually has a whole day left. Like, by the time I should have this video out by the 15th, which is today, so this should be a same day recording, same day upload video. So if you are somebody who's watching this video and you want to spend over $250,000, send it to Super Cafe. Before I end off today's Snnc, which I think was a pretty good one, I also just wanted to, you know, say my respects for Satoru Iwata. It's been 10 years since he has passed away. An absolute legend in the Nintendo community. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Are you guys excited for a new potential Donkey Kong movie? Are you excited for the Pokemon Presents next week? Remember, reaction video will be out. All right, next week, I'll be there. Super Cafe will have that video out, I promise you, all right? If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a like. Hope our next time. This has been Super Cafe, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.